What is going on, guys? We are live, and welcome to my SmackDown Live review for the August 1st, 2017 edition of SmackDown Live. So we are less than, hard to believe, 20 days until the biggest pay-per-view event of the summer. You all know it. It's SummerSlam 2017, and this was a really outstanding edition of SmackDown tonight. From start to finish, there was very little that I found wrong with this show. There was actually a lot that I liked from this show. From the opening match to the main event, it was just a well-paced show, a well-put-together show, an easy-to-watch and easy-to-sit-through show. So you guys know how this works. Been a while since I've done a live video. But, of course, if you're watching now, thank you for watching. Be sure to comment in the live chat. It will be open throughout this entire review. I want to get your feedback on what you guys thought of SmackDown Live tonight. What did you like? What didn't you like? Feel free to get that dialogue going right now. So thank you for watching. And without further ado, let's get this review started. We had a really good match. Much better match than their Battleground match, I'd have to say. Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles for the United States Championship. I don't know what it was about the Battleground match. I thought it was an okay match, but I just thought their chemistry, their pacing, something was off in that match. Now, this match here, Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles tonight on SmackDown, easily the better match. I don't know if it was quite as good as their Backlash match, because I'm going to have to give the slight edge to that match, but this was a really good match these two guys had. They went out there. They had a good pace, had some nice near falls, had AJ Styles put Kevin Owens in the calf crusher, looked like he might tap out there. Eventually, Owens was able to get to the ropes, hit actually two super kicks, two nice-looking super kicks, I'd have to say, on AJ Styles. And this is where the controversy happens. Kevin Owens accidentally punched the referee, Mike Chioda, in the face. So therefore, he was blinded in his left eye. So when he got a position to make the 3 count, when AJ Styles reversed Kevin Owens into the pinfall, Kevin Owens' shoulders were actually up. So when the ref counted 1, 2, 3, he didn't see Kevin Owens' shoulders up. So Kevin Owens is pissed. He's furious. You know, I'm thinking, where are they going to go with this? So Kevin Owens goes backstage. He's screaming. He's yelling. He's ticked off. He's full of piss and vinegar at Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan. And I'm thinking, does this lead to Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens? It's been rumored out there for a little bit now, the past couple of weeks. Instead, what we get is Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon announced, all right, we understand the referee made a botch. It is what it is. You can't reverse the call. However, you will get another rematch for the United States Championship versus AJ Styles at SummerSlam. However, the special guest referee will be Shane McMahon. So that match is official for SummerSlam. Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, with Shane McMahon as the special guest referee. If I could talk right, I'd appreciate it. Botch of words left and right for the United States Championship. My first gut feeling was I was kind of hoping to see Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. But if they're going to save that for a pay-per-view down the line, build more towards it instead of kind of rush it, throw it out there, okay, let's see where this story goes. Obviously, there's more to this story than meets the eye. With Shane McMahon being the referee, what type of involvement will he have? What type of interactions will he have with Kevin Owens? We all know Shane McMahon and AJ Styles has history, so there's a lot of combustible elements that go into this. And you know what? Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, I've enjoyed their matches, minus the Battleground match. I've enjoyed their matches, so one more time at SummerSlam, blow this feud off. Shane McMahon, guest referee, why not? So yeah, like I said, this was and what was refreshing about the show tonight was the fact that we actually had a wrestling match on a wrestling show to open the show instead of a long, boring 15-minute promo. It was so refreshing. Sometimes it's the simple stuff that works best, and in this case, it certainly did on SmackDown Live tonight. So we were off and rolling. So like I said, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, SummerSlam, it's going down. So after all this chaos, all this bickering and fighting that we had, we then move on to the Fashion Files. Fashion Peaks, as we dubbed this week's edition of the Fashion Files. Always look forward to the Fashion Files, one of my favorite parts of SmackDown Live. And this week was certainly no different. Apparently, it was in homage to the Twin Peaks series. Not sure what that is. Did not watch that show. But they've been spoofing old TV shows like The X-Files. I would actually hope they would do a Twilight Zone episode. That would be really good stuff because The Twilight Zone was a kick-ass television show. If you know The Twilight Zone, comment down below or in the live chat if you're watching. But Tyler Breeze is trying to figure out what happened to his partner Fandango, who was kidnapped, Fandango, whatever. And you could say it one way or another. You say potato, I say potato. And then there's this weird dream sequence with Fandango. He's dancing, and the Ascension are pouring maple syrup on a block of wood. And yes, I never thought I would say that in my life, but the Ascension were pouring maple syrup from, of course, Mrs. Buttersworth's, nonetheless, on a block of wood. Breeze wakes up. He says, "No more metaphors." And he says, "I know who kidnapped his partner." To be continued. Don't know who it's going to be. Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, perhaps. Maybe a tag team being called up from NXT. Maybe a debuting tag team. I'm not sure. I don't know where this is going. But Fashion File is one of my favorite parts of SmackDown. This week certainly was no exception to that. The Usos came out and they mocked the New Day's entrance. I actually like this a lot. I could tell it was the Usos from the onset. I don't know if some people in the crowd were fooled. They basically crapped on the New Days, all their gimmicks, their unicorns, their popsicles, their bootios, tricycles, trombones, and they told them to keep their gimmicks because they're stealing the tag team titles back at SummerSlam. You know what? If we're doing this match again, this match needs to have a stipulation. I've been enjoying this feud between the Usos and the New Day, but I feel that the next match that they have against each other at SummerSlam, I feel it needs to have a stipulation. So what stipulation do you guys think it should have? 2 out of 3 falls? No disqualification? Falls count anywhere? I don't know. Just a few I'm throwing out there, but we'll see where this goes. Like I said, I would have preferred seeing the New Day perhaps regain the titles at SummerSlam, give the Usos just a little bit longer of a title reign, because I've really just been enjoying the work of the Usos here as heels. They just seem to be having so much fun just being able to be themselves and remove the shackles from being a bland babyface team in the WWE. So the Usos, New Day, one more time at SummerSlam. Sounds good to me. Like I said, I've really been enjoying the build that they've had here. We had Sami Zayn versus Aiden English. Definitely a low point of the show for me. Didn't really pay too much attention to this. Aiden English came out, sang a 3-minute song. And then Sami Zayn lost to Aiden English with a roll-up out of nowhere. And then Mike Bennett and Marie Kanellis, should I say Mike and Maria, came out and pretty much mocked Sami Zayn for losing. So don't really have too much to say for this other than the power of love. Okay. Moving on. We had women's tag action, Becky Lynch and Naomi versus Natalya and Carmella. It looked like at first that Natalya was going to get the pinfall, or should I say submission victory here, when she had Naomi locked into the sharpshooter. But Carmella arrogantly tagged herself in and locked in her finish on Naomi, the Code of Silence. Then we had a brief brawl breakout. Becky came in. She took out Natalya, and Naomi put Carmella in the Field of Glow. So that's what they're calling her submission, to pick up the victory over Carmella. So Money in the Bank winner, as we expect here. They have the briefcase, so you could pin them. It was an all right tag match. Nothing really too much to say here. Obviously building towards Natalya versus Naomi for the SmackDown Women's Championship here at SummerSlam. We'll see how that match goes. And I don't know if Becky Lynch was injured coming out of this match. Some said she was limping or whatnot after the match. Hope Becky's okay. So we had a few injury scares here tonight on SmackDown. We'll talk about what happened in that main event. But, an average women's tag, nothing really too much to talk about. But the next match here, I really like this 10-minute match between Chad Gable and Rusev. When this was announced, I was like, sweet. I love seeing Chad Gable. I see so much potential in him as a singles guy. When they split up Jason Jordan, I was like, we'll see where he goes. But I think Chad Gable long-term might have more of an upside, despite his size, being smaller than Jason Jordan. I think his long-term advantage, I think he obviously has more charisma than Jason Jordan. Now, Jordan might be the better wrestler. Chad Gable, when he gets going, he's an Olympic, he has Olympic wrestling background. This guy's legit. He has experience. He's wrestled, at the London Games, so he knows what he's doing. And him and Rusev, said they went out there. They had some good near falls, some nice suplexes, some good submission attempts in there. I thought for sure, maybe Chad Gable would actually defeat Rusev. That's how into this match I was. Like I said, they teased a couple tap out attempts, and ironically enough, Chad Gable put Rusev in the ankle lock, and eventually Rusev threw him off with both feet, hit him with a super kick, and locked in the accolade for a win. But this was, dare I say it, I enjoyed this match even more so than AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. This might have been my second favorite match on this show. Go out of your way to watch Chad Gable versus Rusev. And I look forward to seeing where Chad Gable goes on his journey as a singles star. Like I said, I see potential with him. Let's hope he gets there. And then after the match, Rusev, he demanded competition. He talked about John Cena and the horrendous flag match at Battleground, which needs to be deleted from our memories. He said SummerSlam's coming up, but he doesn't have an opponent. So I'm thinking, well, who's Rusev's opponent going to be at SummerSlam? Now comes Randy Orton, and he pretty much hits Rusev with the RKO. And yeah, it looks like we're getting Randy Orton versus Rusev at SummerSlam. Cool. Don't know really how I feel about that. Kind of indifferent. Maybe it'll be a good match, but then again, Randy Orton this year on pay-per-view, his matches really haven't been that good. His run actually really hasn't been all that spectacular. He's just been kind of there. I honestly prefer him as a heel, but that's just me. I think Randy Orton thrives much better in the heel role. But if we're doing Randy Orton versus Rusev, it is a fresh matchup, so I'll see how it goes, and it is official. It is taking place at SummerSlam in 3 weeks. Then we move on to the main event. This was a phenomenal main event. How could it not be? You've seen the title of this video, John Cena versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Winner faces Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. I would have loved to have seen 15 more minutes from these guys. I would have loved to have seen no commercial breaks from these guys. Just the clash of styles here. This felt like a big-time match, as it should feel like a big-time match when you pit John Cena versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Albeit, I wouldn't have done it on free TV, but I'm not complaining because we still got to see the match. And I'm sure we'll see these two fight again down the line. Whether it's at WrestleMania, a SummerSlam next year, what have you, Royal Rumble, I don't know. But what we got here was a really good 15 minutes between these two. And from the attitude adjustment counters from Nakamura to the teasing of the Kinshasa to the really scary spot when I thought for sure when Nakamura hit that inverted suplex on Cena and Cena landed on his neck, I thought, oh shit, he might be seriously fucked up. Because if you saw the way that Cena landed on his neck, I don't know how the hell he got up. Mad props to Cena. I hope he's all right because he looked like he landed hard on that inverted suplex. It did not look good. And after that rough, scary landing, Nakamura hits the Kinshasa and he beats John Cena. You heard me right. Shinsuke Nakamura beat John Cena on SmackDown tonight clean, no shenanigans, no bullshit, and he's now the number one contender to face Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. I'm shocked. I thought we'd get shenanigans. I thought we'd get bullshit, a disqualification, setting up a triple threat. So it looks like, it doesn't look like, it is Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal for the championship. And then after the match, if you guys have the network, Baron Corbin assaulted Nakamura. Cena comes in, makes the save, AA's Baron Corbin through the announcer's table. So it looks like we'll be getting Baron Corbin versus John Cena at SummerSlam. Fine by me. And I think there is a possibility that we could see Baron Corbin cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase here at SummerSlam. But all in all, really happy to see Shinsuke Nakamura walk out with the WWE Championship. And I'll get to you in a minute, Jake. But wrapping up this review first. But yeah, this was a really good edition of SmackDown Live. Really good show. And if I had to give a grade for tonight's show, I would give it a B+. Solid build on the road to SummerSlam. So that, guys, is it for my live review. I want to say thank you for tuning into this live review. Be sure to click that like and subscribe button and comment down below in the video as soon as it's uploaded. And like I said, continue to help this channel to grow. YouTube.com/DanielGuyza412. Follow me on Twitter @DanielGuyza412 for all my latest thoughts on the WWE and wrestling products in general. So that is it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Until my next time, see you guys. Take care and have a great rest of your night. Thanks for watching.